I thought as I got older I would perhaps slow down and reflect on past achievements, but if anything, my life has become far more exciting, much more than I could ever have imagined. So if you think you've reached the end of life's great plan, think again, because age is just a number and not a barrier to trying something new and achieving your dreams. In fact, in later years you have the benefit of experience and you're more likely to make better decisions and appreciate the wins that you achieve. So since leaving my 50s behind, I've been rejuvenated and my journey has continued, full of amazing new achievements. Now hopefully in this video I will show you that you can reach for your goals, big and small, in your later years. I hope to inspire you and get you motivated to try something that perhaps you thought you'd left too late to achieve. And trust me, you are better than that. And if you fail, you will at least enjoy trying and feeling alive. So let me take you through the things I have done in my later life adventure, and hopefully you will feel inspired. So let's start with what I've been doing in the art world. Many years ago I had great success selling artwork here in the UK and around the world. Then I stopped selling and concentrated on photography work and began lecturing in photography and media. Then a few years ago I designed a piece of art to display one of my many guitars. I instantly got the art bug again and then thought it would be lovely to try and sell this new art at a gallery, or maybe even have my own gallery, in which case I would need more pieces. So I set about on a journey to create new art inspired from music, fashion and film, and eventually I assembled quite a collection. Then I looked into the running cost of owning a gallery and put the idea on hold as the costs are quite a lot. Anyway, on a visit to Chester for a day of street photography, I wandered into a gallery in the city centre. I met the owner and after chatting, they offered me an exhibition. Now luckily I had already produced quite a lot of pieces. They gave me their large exhibition space and I set about getting it ready for the launch night. I decided to create an inviting space to hang my art. So first I created a neutral grey feature wall to break up the size of the room, and I added an oriental rug and eventually plants here and there and some pieces of furniture. I was hopeful of sales, excited and nervous as I had never had an exhibition before. But I was delighted when I made my first sale, especially it was one of my large frame guitar hangers. It sold for £2,000, which was awesome. Over the next 18 months, I racked up sales regularly, selling frame prints and canvases. Now sadly, the gallery closed, so my next step was to design and produce an online commercial gallery. The online gallery houses all my work. Now it took a month or so to build, but it's a beautiful space and something that I'm proud of. So I now need to promote it on social media, and I've already begun to create content for TikTok and Instagram. And I've just designed 2 new guitar hanger pieces which are currently in production. Now I never imagined that I could achieve any of this in my 60s, and I've loved every minute of it. So it just shows, if you've got a passion, give it a go, because you just never know. So what did I do next then? Let's have a look at my photography. Now I'm mainly known for being a photographer and media lecturer, and over the last couple of years I've developed a love of street photography. Out and about with my camera, I've captured some amazing photographs and put together quite a collection. Here are a few shots I captured recently on one of my walkabouts. Now I still teach one-to-one sessions, but I also have over 8,000 students online. So how did I do that? Well, looking on YouTube one evening, I stumbled across a video by Dr. Ali Abdaal. Now the subject of the video was passive income. Now he suggested that if you could teach, you should consider filming yourself and putting a class onto the Skillshare platform. Now I had nothing to lose, so over the coming weeks I did indeed film and produce a photography class. I uploaded it to Skillshare and it became a mini success, generating an income while I was asleep, so to speak. Now I created several more classes, and to date the overall revenue is over $40,000. Now you can teach anything on Skillshare: cookery, woodwork, knitting, you name it. So if you've got a particular skill, why don't you give it a go? And don't worry if you haven't got a video camera, you can use your smartphone. Now if you'd like further information on how to put a class together, simply pop a comment below and I'll consider making a video about it. So the next thing to look at then is my music. Growing up in Liverpool, you either wanted to be a footballer or a rock star. And as I wasn't very good at football, music was the obvious choice. Now for many years I played in bands trying to make the big time, and sadly it never happened. But what a fabulous journey, full of memories. Eventually my guitars became ornaments and I found a new love in art and photography. Then a few years ago I recalled driving to collect a new coffee table from a seller on Facebook Marketplace. When I arrived at the seller's warehouse, his name was Gareth, he thought he recognised me. We got chatting and found that we both had a common interest in music production. So I guess Gareth was rubbish at football too. Gareth had continued his musical dream and with his band had just finished recording a new album. He played it to me and I absolutely loved it. Now I drove home that night with the coffee table with a slight feeling of envy, how I wished it was me that was creating that new album. Remarkably, several weeks later, Gareth contacted me to tell me that they were launching the album with a live gig. Oh, I said, do you want me to take some photographs? No, said Gareth, we want you to join us and play the bass at the gig. Wow, I'm back, I thought. Though I don't actually own a bass guitar and I actually play lead guitar. Small details, I can do it. Now rehearsals were amazing and it was incredible to be playing with the band again after 10 years without playing at all. Now as the gig approached, I designed the visuals we would be using on stage that night. It all felt like a dream and I couldn't wait for the night of the gig at the famous Jacaranda Club in Liverpool. The small venue soon filled to capacity and we played a no-perfect, immaculate set to a very receptive crowd. The visuals worked a treat too. And what a night it was. Now being with the band made me realise it's never too late to chase your dreams. So with this in mind, I decided to record a solo album and get it onto Spotify. And here begins another journey that I never imagined making. So what did I do to create the album? Well, let me tell you all about Ella. Now, over the years, I would often reach for my guitar late at night, and I guess it was a way of chilling out just before bedtime. Now, I'd strum away, mumbling some lyrics, and if I liked the tune, I would record it onto my iPhone. Now, I did this quite a lot, and one day I realised that I had a lot of usable material, with some not so usable, of course. It was at this time that I discovered Suno. Now, if you don't know what Suno is, it's an online music generator. And it uses AI to help you turn your ideas into fully fledged songs. Now in my case, I could upload my own audio and lyrics and have Suno help me to produce the songs, kind of like getting a band in to play the other instruments directed by myself. So first I popped my basic phone recordings into Logic and expanded them, verse, chorus, etc. and finished writing the lyrics. Eventually I had a bunch of songs written and sung by myself all ready to upload to Suno. But before I did, I took a look in the mirror and I said to myself, do you really want to be the voice and face of this material? Well, the answer came back quickly and I decided to create a persona in Suno, a female singer. And what would I call her? Well, as you know, my surname is Minghella, and if you drop the H and rearrange the letters, Ella Ming is born. Now, it's maybe not the best name choice, but it's a name and it means something. It's me, but not me, if you know what I mean. Now, the upload started and Suno and I got to work on creating the album, which I called Scratch. I jumped into Midjourney and began creating Ella, describing how I thought she should look. She began to take shape and I soon had all the album cover designed. Then came a video for the socials.
You're a little bit of sunshine. You're a little bit of rain. You bring a little bit of pleasure. You bring a little bit of pain.
Who knew you could do all this from the comfort of your own armchair? Eventually I was ready to upload to Spotify and I was actually getting my work out there. It was super exciting. And now for the feedback from my peers and friends and family. And they all loved it, of course. Well, they would, wouldn't they? What an amazing project, all beginning with those tinny iPhone recordings. So why not pop over to your favourite music platform and take a listen? And for me, this was a major lifelong bucket list box ticked. I'm now working on new material and planning my next release. I had no idea I could achieve this. Once I hit 60, I thought, well, time to just sit back and just relax. But there's so much you can do, especially if you're musical, of course. So what now? Well, it's just a case of juggling all the new things in my life and enjoying the ride. Now, I never imagined that I would have such a burst of creativity this late in life. But as I said, age is just a number and not a barrier. You are the same person you were when you were younger. Just because you can't run for the bus doesn't mean to say you can't take the journey. So think about what you can do and don't let your age make the decisions for you. Now, if you want to follow my journey further, don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell. Take care and bye for now.